What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to show you a quick guide on how to play League of Legends for the first time. If you're getting your friends involved in the game and you want to show them a video on how to basically just get them started like on their first levels, as you can tell, I'm level 86. I've been playing this game for about 5 years now, in and out, and I've dropped and picked up the game, and recently me and my friends have started to play the game again, and I've been teaching them how to play the game. So I'm making this video mostly for them, but I'm going to share this with you guys so that way you can learn alongside us. If you appreciate it, drop a like, drop a comment letting me know if this guide is good or not. Let's get into it. So the lead client, right? This bitch is confusing. Look at all this shit. Don't worry about any of this. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about TFT. Don't worry about any of that. The only thing you need to know is every now and then you're going to look at the patch notes over here. You're going to see the changes that they've done, right? Mid-patch updates, what they're planning on doing. You can see that here. The main button that you also want to look at is play. This is how you actually get into a game. You have quick play, draft, rank solo, rank flex. Rank flex is more for a party than solo and duo. Quick play, you get to pick a role, pick a character, and you're immediately in a game, and you don't go through draft phase. You don't go through any sort of phase to pick your character. Your character's just insta-locked, and you just go into a game. Draft pick and rank solo duo are very similar. Draft pick, you get to go through a ban phase and a character select phase, and rank solo is practically draft, but without the risk of your rank losing. So I don't really play ranked that often. I find ranked in these types of games kind of cringe, but that's just me. If you're new to the game, the first thing you're going to do is the co-op versus AI. You're probably going to do the intro, the beginner, the intermediate. Over here we have training, we have the tutorial, and we have the practice tool. The practice tool is really great. You get to load into a custom game really quickly, and you have all the tools in the world for you to try out different moves, try out different items, try out different things. This practice tool, pretty great. You can create a custom game where you can pick the game mode over here. You can allow spectators, or you could join a custom where you see all of these games with no one in them. They're bitchless. Anyway, over here we have your profile. You're not really going to worry about these two icons right here. I mean, this is just like a battle pass essentially, and Clash, it has been a mode that's been dropped and then put back on and then dropped and then put back on again. It's really cringe. So the only thing we got to worry about on this side is our profile, our backpack, our loot, and our store. Most importantly, your profile shows your history of challenges, match history, rank seasons, and just general highlights. Stats is a new thing. It shows you how good you are at a particular role, what your win rate is. As you can see, my win rate in mid is doo-doo garbage, but my win rate in bot is pretty epic. So I think I'm going to stick bot lane for now. On the next thing, we're going to look at our collection. This is everything that you have unlocked is the highlighted stuff, and everything that you don't have is the unhighlighted stuff. Or if you want, you can look at this little trophy icon right here. If you don't have it, most likely you don't own the character. Everyone starts out at level 1, so just follow that. Here, you can click on a character, look at their overview. You can see a pretty general guide on their story or how to play, what type of damage they do. They deal magic, their difficulty, which I don't really go by this, and what their primary role is. So in this case, their damage and crowd control. That's who Anivia is. Over here at abilities, you can see Flash Frost, you can see Crystallize, you can see all the moves, and it shows you a little demonstration on the side, as well as her ultimate and her passive. Some passive doesn't really need a visual, but this one does. She goes into her egg. Unless you kill the egg, she comes back to life. Next, we're going to look at skins. This is all the skins that you have throughout the years. As you can tell, 2016, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2021, and then 2024. As you can tell, I took a reasonable year or two in gap just because I got busy with life and stuff. You have emotes. These are kind of like stickers in Fortnite, but kind of mid. I'm gonna be honest. Unless you really give a shit about this, then you're probably not even gonna realize that this is there. This is you bring this out by pressing T, if I recall correctly. And you have a starting one, you have a first blood one, you have a victory one, and you have an ace. These are conditional reactions. So at the start, you'll show off this. When you get an ace, you'll show off this. When you get first blood, you'll show off this. And when your team wins, you will show off this. Okay. The most important page in your collection is the runes. You only get 2 to start out for free. Why? I don't know. I think that's kind of cringe. I think that's kind of, it's been like that throughout all of League's history. I think you should have at least 5 to 10 runes to start out. Like, I think giving players the flexibility to just build pages on their own should be encouraged, right? But you get 2 defaults, and you get 2 pages to modify yourself. Now, what do I mean by 2 defaults? When I go into quick play, right, and let's say I have these 2 characters selected, if we go back into collection, now that I'm in a party, and we go into runes, you'll see 2 pages magically appeared, right? These 2 were not here before. These are pre-made rune pages based on my character selection that I have down here. So here we have Ashe and Taric. Taric's a tank, so he has the Guardian skill tree, and Ashe is a DPS, more bursty, but I mean, you can go precision, you can go Hail of Blades, you can go either one. But when we go back to our collection and go to our runes, you'll see these 2 are here, but as much as you can edit them and save them, once you leave, oh, okay, so you can save them. Okay. I've had an error message pop up on occasion where it's like, oh, you can't actually edit this, or you can't save it because it's a default, or at least my friends have. For new players, just go with the basics. We'll discuss this in a later video. This is a different topic altogether. Spells. These are your summoner spells or relics if you play Smite. You can get Ghost, Heal, Smite, Barrier, Exhaust, Clarity, Mark, Flash, Teleport, Cleanse, and Ignite. Clarity and Mark, the reason why the background is different is because these are only allowed on ARAM. As you can tell right here, they're a different game mode summoner perk altogether. Mark is epic. You throw a snowball, you press the button again, you immediately come at them. Pretty epic, but let's go over the rest. The more important ones. Number 1, Flash. You always want Flash. I know you don't unlock it immediately, but this is like this is the gold. This is gold right here. Flash allows you to blink over walls, teleport you a short distance. This can save your life in from a gank situation. This can provide you mobility to kill someone. This can literally help you in any situation. Just take Flash and you're fine. Take Flash and another thing. Ghost gives you mobility. Heal heals you and gives you movement speed boost. That's what I mean by mobility. It grants you movement speed. Ghost gives you more movement speed than heal, but this is over 15 seconds, and the cooldown is 210 seconds. These cooldowns are long as hell, so you're gonna want to use these sparingly. Heal, 240-second cooldown, but all you do is just heal someone right next to you, and 30% movement speed for 1 second. That 1 second can save your AD carry's life. As you can see, the Thresh is making the heal to the Jinx, and if the Jinx was moving, she would move faster. Smite. This is for junglers, right? You summon a Thunderbolt from God to rain onto a innocent monster that you are practically killing, and it deals that damage instantly, just immediately, and it levels up based on your level. So level 4, it will be higher than level 1. That's a different video. We'll go into that later. Barrier provides you a basic shield. It protects you from damage for a little bit, and that's it. That's all it does. Very, very quick 2-second barrier. Exhaust is great. Exhaust reduces their movement speed by 30% and the damage they deal by 35% for 3 seconds. As a support, this is the main thing that you want to run. When someone engages on your marksman carry, you're going to throw this on them and be like, no, stop it. sit down, relax. Not this engagement, but your next one is free. Like this one, you're practically saying like, oh, nope, not now. You're not going to be dealing damage right now. I already talked about flash, so we'll move on to teleport. This is a horrible ass example. Don't ever do it like this, but it shows you what it can do. You teleport from whatever location you are throughout the map. You can teleport to a friendly turret. Friendly turret. That is the key word. Friendly. So whichever side you're on, right? If you're starting the right side, let's go into, if I had a, let's show a picture of the map here, editor. If you started off at the top right side, then your towers are red. If you start at the bottom left side, your towers are going to be blue. That is just what they do. It used to be purple and red before they changed it, but now it's blue and red. Makes more sense to me. With that being said about you can teleport to any friendly turret either on the map or just click on them in free camera mode. Next is Cleanse. Cleanse is a very strong ability if you are someone who doesn't want to be disabled, like crowd control, via crowd control. For example, as you can see in this video, right? We see the Ashe ult stunning the Vayne, but she activates the Cleanse to get out of that stun. Normally that stun lasts a hot minute, you know, it lasts a little while. It's not the best stun in the world, but when you're in a clutch, right, that every second counts. So you get hit with the Cleanse, you have to get hit with it first, then activate it. You can't do it preemptively. You got to get hit with it first, then you go. Ignite. If you are a mid laner or an assassin, this is your rune to go. You practically, all you do is click on them and you deal 70 to 400 true damage, depending on your level, over 5 seconds. It grants you vision on the target and it reduces healing effects on them throughout the duration. So for 5 seconds, you have them revealed. You're dealing burning damage to them and their healing is reduced. Pretty good if you just need to just finish off an engagement like this Annie, for instance, right? If she wanted to do her QWE alt combo and then finish with a with an ignite, you are dead. I'm sorry. You lived on this world and now you must die in this world. You are fucking dead. Items. This part is how to make custom item menus. We can talk about items a little later, but let's say you wanted to create a new one. You press this little plus button. You get this all champions button. You're going to double click on it or click on it or single click. And then you're going to drag and drop items onto the box. And then over here, you can name the box items. And then let's say we have multiple boxes. And let's say, oh, you want this to be higher in the list. You can move it up by 1, or you can move it back down. Move it up, move it back down. And then you can press this X if you want to delete the whole block. You can duplicate the set. You can clear this, clear the item list. You can just delete the whole set. Just say fuck it. This is empty, so I'm going to delete it. But let's say for these two here, I made these for my friends. One friend is a top laner tank, and the other one is a jungler. So here, I made starting items, a basic build, an offense build, a tanking enemy attack damage build. So if the enemy is building attack damage, this is the items that you want to build. Basic level 1, basic level 2, and then tanking damage by magic. This should be up above to here. Because I want my friends to focus on the key items that they want to build, and then if they're still confused, they can pick any of these and they'll be fine. How items work in this game: you start with the small things and you build up to the big thing. This whole armor costs 3,100. In this game, you're not gonna make 3,100 and go right back to base and build your first item. That is not how this works. You build this to build this. Then you build this to build this. Then you build these to build this. And as you build these, this will become cheaper. It will become reduced by the amount the item you have in your list. So let's say I have this item 900, this item 800, and this item 800. So these two together is 1,600, plus this is 2,500 off. So this will be 1400 gold when I go back to the shop if I have these 3 items in my kit. So that's how you build items. Build this, build that, build that. This becomes cheaper by the combined total of all of them. You pay a little bit more to finish completing the build. Then you move on to the next one. You don't want to buy all these small items to try to split focus onto all these things. You primarily want to hard focus onto one item. Build the components for the item by making it cheaper by buying these, and then you buy the big one. Lastly, we're going to talk about icons, wards, and chromas. These are practically all the same thing. You don't have to worry about these. These aren't really anything. These are ward skins. Newcomers don't know what wards are. We'll discuss that in a different video because you're going to want to learn how to ward and stuff. Loot. This is rewards that you get by playing the game. And what rewards do you get? Sometimes you get a box. Sometimes you get a key. Sometimes you get a capsule, which does not require a key. To be honest, I don't know what this is, so I'm going to use it. Okay, I got an emote from that. That's fine. Whatever. I don't really give a shit. Sometimes you can get currency for exclusive skins, but you don't have to do that. These are all, I think, regarding the pass. But the main ones that you want to do is keys and boxes. You want keys and boxes. What do keys and boxes give you? Keys and boxes give you champions at a discounted price for blue essence. What are blue essence? Blue essence are the in-game currency that you can see on the top right corner. The yellow one is RP. This is like money, like the dollar generated into RP currency. And then blue essence is the game, like in-game currency. You can buy RP by pressing this plus button, and then you go into there. You select which ones that you want, but I'm not going to buy any. Right? Does it show any credit card details? No, it does not. Okay, sorry. That's what I was worried about. You can buy 575. This is practically like V-Bucks in Fortnite. But what's the benefit of it? Well, you can get champions at a discounted price. So normally Kog'Maw is like, I don't know, I think 6,300. I know Orin is a bit expensive, but getting it discounted for half price is a good deal. But it is random. You don't know what you're gonna get. To be honest, I forgot what Eternals are. That was a thing long ago, but I don't know if they're still doing that now. But if I ever have a reason to bring this up, then I'll bring it up in another video. But mainly you get champions and you get skins. Skins are their own currency. Orange Essence, which is located down here. I have 8 keys, 0 mythic essence, and 0 chests. You can buy chests at the store. You can just get them for RP. What if you get a champion that you don't want? Well, for example, I'm never going to use Kog'Maw. So I'm going to disenchant him into blue essence. Now my blue essence cap has increased. It went up to 4232. Let's say, but what if I want it? Then you upgrade it to a champion permanent. So by having enough blue essence, fulfilling this ring, you can click on upgrade. And now I've just unlocked Orin for half the price. And he's been permanently added to my inventory. So now I can play him. What about skins? Skins are their own case of weirdness. Here's what you can do. You can re-roll 3 skins to generate 1 new skin. So let's say I didn't want any of these 3 skins. This is for Caitlyn, Kayle, and Alistar. Let's say I don't want these. I press this button right here, and it will forge me up, in exchange for these 3, 1 brand new skin. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's just 1 brand new skin. Lastly, we have the store. Who gives a shit about any of these? It's just festival stuff. You're probably not going to be spending money on this game immediately. Don't worry about this shit. You're going to go to champions and you're going to click on filter and you're going to do price by blue essence going up. This will show you the cheapest champions that you can buy to the most expensive, which, to be honest, the max cap is 6,300 for a champion. Medium high is 4,800. Medium low price is 3,150 right here. So all these guys are worth 3,150. And then down here, or up here in this case, we have lower expensive ones for 1,350. Or did I say that? Did I say that already? No, these were 3,150. Sorry, I got my numbers backed up. And then lastly, at the very top, you have champions that are worth 450 gold apiece. I'm surprised Yuumi is here, considering that she's new, but she's also very basic and supporty, so I get why they did that. Just because a character is more expensive than another, it does not make them better. It does not make them better. If anything, it probably means that they're newer. They probably released around this year or some concurrent year recently. The only reason why certain characters are not up there is because they either got reworked, so they're not really a new character, but they're also not entirely old, like Swain. Swain is a very old character. He's been here for a long time, but he got reworked, and he's pretty fucking good. He's pretty good. And over here we have skins. If you're ever interested in a particular skin, and if you're willing to pay the RP for it, which is real life money, by the way, you can buy any of these skins for whatever the price is tagged on there. But no matter what, you have to pay riot points. You have to pay RP. They're varied and they have a lot of skins. Believe me, they have lots of skins. You can spend a lot of money on this game. I am not willing to do that. I got Magic the Gathering to play. So I'd save my money for that. Here we have purchase RP, gifting center, but most importantly is your account. If you ever feel like you need to change your name, you go to Riot Change ID, and from there you sign in on your browser, and then you can change your username or something. Or if you want to change, if you're like moving away or something and you don't want to be connected to certain regions, like for example, I'm in the US, so let's say I move to Europe, I have to unlock the RP to transfer to New York or to EU, whether that's Nordic EU or West EU, same difference. And that's about it for the menu. The only thing I'm going to talk about is the quick play menu and the draft pick. Real quickly, the draft pick is a lot different than when I play League back in the day. In the past, you just click on find match, you go into a match, you go into character selection, select any character that you want, and you just go call out roll in chat, and then you just get to play. But because League is trying to reduce the amount of interaction between randos in terms of teammates, they decided to let you just pick your character and your role just off rip. There's a pro and con to this. The pro is that you're guaranteed either of these roles with the character that you want to play and the runes that you want them to use. The bad news is that you always have to have a priority role selected either as secondary or as the first. Otherwise, this find match option won't show up. So if I were to pick top and middle, this find match button will not activate because it says you have to select at least one priority position. You can tell the priority position by this little icon on the top right of the role icon, or if you select the role, you can pick the golden option down here. Normally Ashe is a bottom laner, so let's say I wanted to do this, boom, the find match button shows up. Otherwise it won't show. Draft pick is a little bit different. You pick two basic roles down here, let's say top and middle, And I'm good. I'm ready to go. Just hit find match. Oh shit. And you're good to go. Ranked in solo is just like draft, so you don't have to. There's no difference between any of that. Aside from that, you have your friends list over here. Your username. If you ever need to tell your friends, hey, what's your username and friend code, you click on your profile icon and you hover over this copy icon and you can see your username and your tagline. Aside from that, that is practically it. Notifications, you'll get them anyway. Your social list is over here. Add friend is right there. I don't know what you want to search for. If you want to search for a particular friend for some fucking reason. Okay, so yeah, that is the basics of moving around the League of Legends client. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one.